I was just helping you find the bids.
You just need to find your clipboard
Excuse me?
and show everybody what we're selling.
Fame changed everything for the Storage Wars cast, and not in the way you think. One became a domestic violence suspect. Another sued the network and lost it all. A third nearly died from a heart attack brought on by stress. Some found love. Some lost everything. And some are no longer with us. It's 2026. 16 years since Storage Wars turned everyday auction hunters into celebrities. The cameras captured the treasure hunts, but they missed what fame was really doing to these people. Relationships destroyed, businesses collapsed, health ruined, and in some cases, lives cut tragically short. This is what really happened to the Storage Wars cast after fame found them. 1. Brandi Passante, the single mother who rebuilt everything. For years, Brandi Passante was half of the Young Guns. Her and Darrell Schultz were Storage Wars' most complicated couple. But behind the scenes, their relationship was falling apart. By 2018, they'd quietly split. For 2 years, they kept it private while continuing to work together. When she finally confirmed the separation in 2021, Brandi described the relationship as painful and complicated. The breaking point came in April 2021. Jared was arrested for domestic violence battery related to Brandi. The charge ended his career. A&E cut ties. He disappeared while Brandi stayed on. Months later, Brandi posted a tattoo. The word "free with a bird" flying away. She wrote about escaping a difficult situation and living without fear. As of 2026, Brandi has completely rebuilt. She continues on Storage Wars, now standing on her own. In 2024, she went public with boyfriend Clifford Beaver. The posts show someone genuinely happy. Fame gave Brandi financial independence to leave a relationship that wasn't working. She's proof that sometimes the greatest treasure is finding the courage to start over. 2. Darrell Sheets, the fall from grace. The domestic violence charge in 2021 destroyed everything Jared had built. His television career ended. His public image collapsed. The likable young gun became someone accused of violence. Fans turned against him overnight. Storage Wars dropped him without explanation. Season 14 and 15 premiered without him. His thrift stores had already closed years earlier despite TV publicity. As of 2026, Jared owns the Rush Bar and Grill in Lake Forest and keeps an extremely low profile. He has girlfriend Rachel Beckman. But the fame that once elevated him now follows as a reminder of what he lost. At 51, he's proof that changing your circumstances doesn't mean changing yourself. 3. Dave Hester, the villain who sued and lost everything. Dave Hester's signature "you-up" became iconic. He played the villain perfectly. Then, in 2012, he filed a lawsuit against A&E claiming Storage Wars was rigged. The legal battle dragged on for years. Legal fees piled up. His business collapsed. When the lawsuit settled, the payout was minimal, not nearly enough to cover his losses. The lawsuit also destroyed his relationship with son Dave Jr., who eventually changed his name on social media and cut public ties. In 2018, Dave suffered a serious stroke, requiring weeks of rehabilitation. As of 2026, Dave keeps a low profile. He does small-scale auctions, but the empire is gone. Fame gave him a platform to be the villain and enough rope to hang himself with a lawsuit that cost him everything. 4. Darrell Sheets, the gambler who learned when to fold. Darrell Sheets, the gambler, found a unit filled with Frank Gutierrez artwork worth $300,000. One of Storage Wars' most legendary finds. But in 2019, he had a massive heart attack. emergency surgery saved his life. He'd been dealing with congestive heart failure for months, ignoring warning signs. Recovery meant wearing a defibrillator vest constantly. Fame gave Darrell an adrenaline-fueled lifestyle his body couldn't sustain. As of 2026, at 65, Darrell has stepped back significantly. He focuses on health and family. The gambler finally learned when to walk away. 5. Ivy Calvin, the king who disappeared. Ivy Calvin, the king of Palmdale, brought intensity from his days as a football player and MMA fighter. For several seasons, he was a regular presence. Then he began appearing less, then rarely, then gone. Behind the scenes, Ivy dealt with health concerns and chose to focus on family and his business grandma's attic. As of 2026, he runs his store and stays completely out of the public eye. He's one of the few who walked away on his own terms and let fame go when it no longer served him. 6. Renee and Casey Nezhoda, the couple still standing. Renee and Casey entered in Season 4 with positivity and genuine partnership. In 2023, Renee's father, Gunter, passed away after battling stage 4 lung cancer. The loss devastated them, but they continued building. As of 2026, they're still together, still running Bargain Hunter thrift store, still on Storage Wars. In a cast marked by broken relationships, they're proof that with the right partnership, fame doesn't have to destroy everything. 7. Dan and Laura Dotson, the auctioneers who survived everything. Dan and Laura weren't bidders. They were the auctioneers. In 2014, Dan collapsed from a brain disorder. Laura's CPR saved his life. Then in 2020, their son Garrett was shot in a drive-by. The bullet ruptured his vena cava. Emergency surgery saved him after months of recovery. Despite near-death experiences, as of 2026, they're still the auctioneers on Storage Wars, still running their auction business. Fame didn't protect them from tragedy, but gave them resources to survive it. 8. The cast members we lost. Mark Balello took his own life in 2013 at 40. Behind the flashy suits, he struggled with addiction and legal troubles. Gunter Nezhoda passed in 2023 after battling stage 4 lung cancer. Fans didn't know he was sick until Renee shared the news. Barry Weiss survived a devastating 2019 motorcycle crash, but was never the same. The accident left him in a coma for a week. He retreated from public life entirely. Fame couldn't protect them. The people we watch are real, facing real struggles. Sometimes no amount of success can save them. 9. What fame really cost them. Looking at Storage Wars in 2026, fame changed everything. Relationships ended. Jared and Brandi's 18 years collapsed. Dave's relationship with his son never recovered. Businesses failed despite publicity. Mark's company closed. Jared's thrift stores couldn't survive. Health suffered. Darrell nearly died from a heart attack. Dan collapsed from a brain disorder. Barry was permanently changed by his accident. But some thrived. Brandi rebuilt and found happiness. Renee and Casey strengthened their partnership. Ivy walked away on his terms. Dan and Laura survived tragedy and kept working. 10. The lesson Storage Wars taught us. Storage Wars was never about the lockers. It was about the people, their personalities, their dreams, their struggles. Fame amplified everything. The good became better. The bad became worse. And the hidden became public. As we look at the cast in 2026, we see survivors. Some thriving, some struggling, some barely holding on. But they're all still here, carrying the weight of what fame gave them and what it took away. Which cast member's journey surprises you most? Are you rooting for Brandi's comeback? Can Jared rebuild his reputation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more stories about what really happened to your favorite reality stars, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because the real treasures aren't in storage units. They're in the stories of people who taught us to take chances, even when the odds aren't in our favor.